Hi, everyone. My name is Rob Cantrell, and I'm the president of Power Next Energy. We're a retailer here in the great state of Texas. We started about 3 years ago, and since then, we've grown to be one of the top 10 suppliers in the entire country. So we are very excited to welcome Vive and Utilize to our family of partners that we have here in Texas. We are going to be one of the partners that your customers can choose to switch to for their electricity service. So the guys at Vive asked me to spend a few minutes and give you a little background on what the Texas electricity market looks like. So here we go. First off, Texas was deregulated way back 20 years ago in 2001. What they did was they broke the market into three different areas: the generation, the transmission, and the retail side. The generation was deregulated, the retail side was deregulated, but the companies that bring the power, the poles and wires, is still a regulated utility. So customers don't have to worry about the quality of their power or anything like that. It's still being delivered by the same people that were delivering it before. What you find is that a lot of the market, though, even after 20 years of deregulation, are still with their old utility that they had before. In fact, estimates are that 50% of the market are still stuck with the old regulated utility. So what makes Texas different from the other markets? Well, first and foremost, there is no price to compare. So there is no default utility. Every customer, when they move into a new place, has to pick a new provider. So you'll find that every single customer in the state of Texas is switching. So everyone's a switcher in the state of Texas. Also, we have 100% deployment of smart meters. So the switches in Texas all happen very, very quickly. In a lot of cases, you can sign up in the morning, and by the afternoon, you can be with your new selected provider. And then finally, one thing I'd point out is that we use a lot of power here in Texas. We run the AC a lot. It's super hot. And so the average Texas customer is going to be almost twice as large as the average customer outside of Texas. And if you have electric heat, you're going to use even more. So that's what makes Texas a little bit different. Let's talk a little bit about shopping for power in Texas. So what you'll find is that a lot of people, in fact, some of my friends, even though I've been in the industry for years, are still with the old incumbent utility provider. So they may be with TXU or Reliant, and those guys are still paying 15, 16, 17 cents for their power. So companies like PowerNext, we can save them money right away. It's a great opportunity to really help people that haven't switched before, or that their contract has expired and they're now on a very, very high holdover rate. Also in the state of Texas, there are a lot of options for the customers. You see all kinds of different plans: free weekends, tiered plans, bill credit plans, prepaid plans, plans with minimum usage charges. So there is over 250 choices that a customer might make just in their particular area. So you know what? The customers need the help of an advocate like Vive to help them out, to switch them to a plan that meets their needs and helps them out and has the right amount of usage for them. So one thing I would tell you is that there's a lot of information on every bill that can be very key to taking a look at what the customer rate plan is on and things like that. So when you get a bill, you can look at the customer and you can see when their contract expires. It will say this contract is effective from X date to X date. And if that's not on there, then they are not under contract. So you have to be very careful and make sure to pick a customer and bring customers in that will not incur early termination fees from their existing providers. So look for that expiration date on the bill. The second thing, and this is a PUC requirement, is that every bill will tell you the average price you paid this month was. And that's where you look on there, whatever their rate is or all these other things on the bill, the easiest way to see what they're paying is look for that average rate. And that's where I think we'll be able to save people a lot of money with our rate plans. And if all this is confusing, then you can imagine what a customer would feel like when they're going out to try to find a new electric provider. The best thing to do is look for the EFL, electricity fax label. That's the only really standard piece that all the providers, all 250 choices, have to show. And if you take a look at the EFL, it'll really show you what that customer will use at 500, 1,000, and 1,500 kilowatt hours. So again, welcome to Texas. As Power Next, we love our new partners. We love V. We look forward to a long-term relationship and having all kinds of brand new partners and brand new customers. Thank you so much.